Hey everybody, Brian here, and today is Monday, June 1st, and I got a couple of news stories for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So while the PS5 event has been delayed, there's still a little bit of news around it that we can talk about. The most eye-catching to me was that Sony says that the games will be more expensive, which is actually pretty interesting. We haven't seen an increase in games since, I believe, um, coming from the PS2 to PS3? I believe that's when games jumped from $50 to $60. I remember on GameCube, games were always $50, but there was a couple that were like $55. I remember Skies of Arcadia was $55, and that was like, what? Why is this game more than the games that are $50? Turns out that was justified because Skies of Arcadia is one of the best games in the whole world, and I believe it's $200 now if you want to get a copy of it. But this is always an interesting thing because we remember when games first came out, when they were cartridges on like Super Nintendo, games were really expensive. They were $80. Some of them were over $100, I believe. So games are actually more cheaper than ever now. Still, an increase is an increase, and we're used to paying $60. But it turns out it's not going to be much more expensive. I would bet it's only a $10 increase. I would say probably $70, maybe 80 at like the most. But that being said, there's also a lot of cheaper games these days. A lot of smaller games aren't $60. If you go to Steam, so many games are $40, $30, $20. On the Switch store, there's plenty of games under $60. So I'm betting it's only going to be those really premier top tier games, like your Cyberpunks, your Call of Duties, things like that. Those are going to be probably around $70 to $80 max. And with how much time and gameplay you get out of those games, to me, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, price increases always suck for the consumer, but if that means I'm going to get bigger and better, more well-made games, I'm okay with that. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you guys okay with the price increase if it means that your games are going to be of higher quality, or do you think this is just a cash grab from Sony? Let me know in the comments. So moving on to this next bit of news, it's not actually quite news yet because it will be happening tomorrow, but I am excited because Pokemon Sword and Shield will be dropping more news regarding their DLC, which could very well mean new Pokemon released or just the full reveal of the Pokemon that will be released in the new expansion. I'm hoping they're going to have some more of the old Johto ones and maybe some favorites from other generations as well. But either way, we're going to have to wait till tomorrow, but that's still exciting news. Okay, and moving on to some really, really great news in this world of uncertainty where things are being delayed and pushed back and canceled and all these types of things. The one constant we have all had is Cyberpunk 2077. It's the beam of light of hope at the end of the tunnel. And CD Projekt Red has confirmed that it will be released in September. Sounds like because, the release date is in September, more towards the end of the year, that they just aren't as affected by games that, were set to release in May or April or June, July, just all the stuff that's happening right now that's really shuffling things around. Fortunately, Cyberpunk 2077 is not one of those things. It's not going to suffer. I, for one, am really excited because this is definitely my most anticipated game for the year. Last but not least, we have a few games that were most likely set to be revealed during the PS5 event this week that have been somewhat leaked. It looks like we have a new Silent Hill game that's going to be coming to the PS5 and a new Resident Evil game that's going to be coming to PS5. I'm sure these games will also be on Xbox as well, but it sounds like these were maybe something that were going to be revealed this week, got pushed back, but one way or another they weren't able to keep the lid on and it's come out, and it looks like we'll be continuing these classic franchises into the next generation. All right, and that is it for the news for this week. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, all that jazz. I really appreciate it. The support really, really means a lot to me. But before I go, I would like to ask you guys another question. Just what are you guys playing this week? What are you playing? What is on the docket for this week in video games? Let me know. I, for one, I've been getting back into Magic Arena, which I think is most likely a horrible idea, but it's been pretty fun so far. And then I'm always playing Destiny 2. I'm playing a little Grand Theft Auto Online still. What else am I playing? Oh, and I have a couple games I will be playing throughout the week for the first 30. I'm excited about those. Some classics, some new ones. And then I'm almost done with my walkthrough of Turing Test, which has been a really, really cool game. If you guys haven't checked that out, that game is awesome. I think it's coming to Switch if it's not already on the Switch, but that game is cool. I'll most likely be doing a review of that pretty soon. And then we also have Disco Elysium. Just started my second episode for the Let's Play. That game is super, super cool. A lot of charm, the music, the characters, the art style. That game is super cool. And then, of course, I'm still going through Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which will take me like the rest of the year to finish. So I'll keep chugging away at that one. So anyways, till next time, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys later.